This is the most honest and intriguing testimony so far at the Matlala Commission. Brigadier Rachel Matyang really exposed several details, not only about the likes of Piki Seli and Kat Matlala, but also about herself. People have been wondering how someone can explicitly give a detailed account of her own dirty acts on such a big stage. She also exposed top figures who have allegedly worked with Matlala, the amount of money Matlala has been giving to them, and how Piki Seli was allegedly milking Kat Matlala during his time as police minister. Not all can be said here. Watch the video till the end and hear for yourself. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates.
I want us to start with the relationship that you had with Mr. Matlala. Just want you to provide clarity to the Commission as well as to everyone who's here today. In your testimony, you mentioned that you were involved with Mr. Matlala since 2017. Am I correct?
2017?
Yes, 2017.
Yes.
Okay. Apologies, let me just bring this closer. Okay. Okay. And then you also mentioned that during your time with Mr. Matlala, you were on and off. Your relationship was on and off. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay. You also further mentioned that Mr. Matlala has been showering you with gifts, including money. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, I want you to clarify to the Commission as to when you started receiving money from Mr. Matlala.
The money that is recorded as per Annexure MA.
Just to assist you and
Page
the Commission
91.
as well. Page 92. Can you please
92?
Yes.
Page 92, as it recorded, I started receiving money from Mr. Matlala in 2019, June 20. But it was not only limited to only these monies. It will also be gifts, flowers. Yeah.
Okay. And then looking at the first transaction on page 92, can you tell the Commission?
Me and Mr. Matlala, we were in a relationship. Furthermore, I will say who alleges must prove it. So from my side, I have proven my side. So the Commission, because it's alleging that I did not have a relationship with Matlala, then they need to prove it.
No, Brigadier, you allege that you have a relationship with Mr. Matlala.
And I've proven it.
How?
I've proven it through the WhatsApp messages.
The WhatsApp messages were provided by the Commission.
Through the pet names indicated on the WhatsApp messages, as well as the money that he was giving me since 2019.
But the money that was described in these chats in particular, you say you didn't receive. Moreover, you say you didn't make alternative arrangements to get that money. And then you also tell us that you advocated for a different person to get the money even when you were desperate. So you're essentially saying that none of those gifts or that money was for you.
I'm not talking about the monies from 2024. I'm talking about the monies from 2019 until 2021, which was extracted from his bank account.
But do you accept that what you have given us is an explanation of what's in the chat? You have not given us any evidence of your relationships. For example, people would provide a picture or something to show that, I was in a relationship with someone. But for your say-so.
I was never requested to bring them. If I was requested to bring them, I was going to bring the pictures.
All right. Okay. Commissioners, that's all on my end, unless there are questions from the commissioners.
I did not go for BBL. Like others did BBLs.
Brigadier, do you want to explain what the relevance of that is? When you say that at least you were using that and not and didn't go for BBL, what is the relevance of that before this commission?
Yeah, I'm just explaining because I was told that Ozempic will go hand in hand with BBL. And those that I'm seeing at work who did the BBL, they also use Ozempic. So for me, from my boyfriend, I only asked for Ozempic, unlike those that ask for BBL.
I've just been cautioned by Commissioner Kumalo not to mention what BBL stands for.
Yes, yes.
In fairness, Chair, the Brazilian butt lift, for those who don't know, if we're mentioning all of these names, let's mention all of these medical terms. I suppose my difficulty, Brigadier, is that you seem to be wanting to imply something to the Commission, or I might be reading into what you're saying. Because you're saying, I only asked my boyfriend for Ozempic, while others have asked for BBLs. Can you be direct with this commission, whether you're trying to tell us something or nothing at all, and then we can move past the BBL part of it?
No, I'm just talking about Ozempic and BBL.
Is BBL too expensive, perhaps? So what you are saying is you ask for something that costs only 4,500 rand for 3.
I think if I will have asked him for BBL, he was going to finance it. I don't think he will have a problem in financing the BBL.
But is it more expensive than the Ozempic?
Commissioner, you must budget around 80,000 for BBL.
All right. Now I get the significance of the distinction you are seeking to draw. All right.
Brigadier, is Chair right that the distinction you're seeking to draw is that you are asking for something cheap? Okay, or affordable rather, let me not say cheap. Commissioners, I'm going to move to the next set of chats unless there are questions on this. Okay, so still on the same day, at 2013, you sent a text to Mr. Matlala that just meant where you say my medication, and then Mr. Matlala responds and says
my Ozempic.
It's a medication, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, Chair. And then Mr. Matlala responds and says, it's hectic, pricey at 4,500 for 3, but I just gave Leandre. And then also says, I'll push him. You respond with a please and the praying hands emojis or this emoji. And that marks the end of that interaction. Can you explain what was happening here?
Here, it's Ozempic. It works in 2 ways. It assists with stabilizing your sugar levels, as well as weight loss. So normally you will struggle to get it from the chemist. So they had a chemist that they were buying Ozempic, and I then requested him as a boyfriend to say, can I have my Ozempic? And I think the second message is a forwarded message. He sent it to someone responded to say it's hectic, at 4.5 for 3, but I can get it. Just gave Leandre his today.
Okay.
Then his response was, I'll push him.
Let me mention the amount as indicated, 4,500 rand.
For 3 pence.
For 3.
Yes, for 3 pence.
In your response, you say that they had a chemist. What do you mean by that?
No, I say it's very difficult to get hold of Ozempic.
Okay.
Yeah, from their side, I don't know, they were getting it from a certain chemist.
When you say their side, who's they?
Matlala.
Oh, him.
Or Medicare, let me say
Oh,
Medicare.
Medicare.
Yes.
Okay, so you were asking him to get it through his sort of Medicare Connect.
Yes.
Okay. And you.
Can I just, sorry, Mr. Shirunzi, can I just understand that answer? You say after the contract was awarded, you never received payments from Mr. Matlala.
I never received money from Mr. Matlala. Although I requested it and he paid it into this account, but I never received it.
Yes, so you
from
did
him.
receive money, it just didn't come to you. You asked for it and he paid it into the Osizweni account. And you told us that then Mudiekhi kept it, right? So there was a payment from him for your benefit. I just want to understand that because that was your evidence earlier. You asked for money and he gave you 100,000 rands. Your friend Mudiekhi kept it. That's your evidence earlier. Now you answer, you say you never received any money. I just wanted to be clear that are you changing what you said earlier?
Receiving it, I'm understanding it in this manner, that when you give someone something, then it will end up being on the specific person. That's how I understand receiving.
The simple point, though, is between the question by Mr. Shirinzi and the answer that you gave, we are effectively not given the full story. That's the point. You understand the point I'm making?
Yes, we understand, Chair.
Yes,
If maybe we can try and rephrase that question, Chair.
Yes.
And then maybe the Brigadier will be in a better position.
Yes.
Brigadier, so there was money that was paid into Ms. Mudiekhi's account, the Osizweni account. Am I correct?
That's correct?
And you've seen proof of payments that have been submitted by this commission. Am I correct?
That's correct.
The said money that was paid into Mrs. Mudiekhi's account, did it ever come into your account?
No, it did not.
Did you ever receive 100,000 rand from Mrs. Mudiekhi?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever receive 300,000 rand?
How far? Let's just take the first 100,000 rand, Mr. Shirizi.
Yes, sir.
Where do your questions take the witness?
Chair, when...
I mean, it was purely fortuitous that in the end, she did not get the money. She asked for it. It was paid into that account. She had given that account to Mr. Matlala. So he intended to give the money to her.
Yes.
She intended to receive the money.
Yes.
So if fortuitously she happens not to receive the money, what difference does it make?
Chair, so...
In my view, none. So I'm not sure where this is taking us.
Chair, the point that we're trying to point out to the commission is the money was paid. However, there was an outstanding amount that was supposed to be paid by Mr. Matlala.
We know that. So we know that story. You mean to the butchery?
Yes, Chair.
We know that story.
Yes.
I'm making a different point. Please address that different point.
Okay, if the Chair can please state it again, Chair. Maybe I misunderstood you.
I'm saying, Mr. Matlala says to the Brigadier, give me an account number, but not yours.
Yes.
And she does. He then deposits not into any account, but to the very account that the Brigadier gave him.
Yes.
So when she gave Mr. Matlala that account, she intended to receive money from that account.
Yes.
You are with me so far?
Yes.
when Mr. Matlala deposited that money into that account, he intended for her to receive or to get that amount. So my point is, the fact that fortuitously or somehow eventually she did not get that money, it should mean nothing. It should mean nothing. So the fact that she happens not to get it, I don't know where your questions take us.
Chair,
In fact, even her evidence in chief in this regard, I don't know where it takes us.
okay. Chair, we believe that there is, I'll put it to say that there is a misconception that the money was paid into the Brigadier's account for purposes of actually doing favors for Mr. Matlala.
I'm talking, I deliberately focus just on the first 100,000 rand.
Yes, Chair.
So now where's the misconception with regard to that first 100,000 rand? Where's the misconception, Mr. Shirinzi?
Chair, if she has not received the money...
So what? I'm sorry, I'm not being rude.
No, it's okay.
I'm not being rude.
It's okay, just seeking clarity, it's okay.
Yes.
So, with the 100,000 rand coming into her account, Chair, she required the money for a specific function, and the money was never paid into her account, so she never received it. The 100,000 rand was never actually given to her.
But for, I'm trying to make a very simple point. I'm saying, but for Miss Mudiechi, what's the surname? Miss Mudiechi Kekana.
Yes.
But for Miss Mudiechi Kekana allegedly retaining the money, the Brigadier would have received it as she intended to.
Yes,
So I don't see where all of this is taking us.
Yes, Chair. But the other issue, Chair, is we're not supposed to only look at it from one point. We also need to understand as to why she was receiving the money and where the money was going to do. So we cannot divorce the other part from the other part, Commissioner Chairperson. Hence, we're saying that there needs to be a pattern as to the money was received. She's not disputing that. However, it was not received into her account. She never received it for the purpose in which she intended it for. She testified that...
If you want to ask her or the Brigadier about the purpose for which she wanted the money, maybe ask those questions.
We were going
Maybe ask questions relating to that, because I just do not see where the question you have asked thus far with regard to receipt of the money is taking us. I just don't see where that question is taking us.
We will ask that question, Chair.
Please go on and ask that question.
We'll do that, Chair.
Thank you.
Brigadier, when you requested the money...
And explain, maybe just re-explain what you're saying. Here's what I understand you to say from the last thing you said was the process of claiming is longer because it goes to the CFO, it goes to finance, right? Which I think, I expect that's what happens. It doesn't come to you. It goes to finance, where they require him to submit certain documents. They do their own checks before he gets paid, right? Before payments are processed and approved. I understood you to explain that. That's a normal process. But if he gets a list like this from you, all he needs is a code for the non-arrival fee, and then he submits, and then he gets payment quicker than following that long normal process that is regulated by the contract. I've understood you to say that.
No, Commissioner. No. It's not like that.
Explain it again.
For him, he's already having a list.
From you?
No, from his side.
No, we're talking about this list. I'm asking you specifically about the consequence.
He cannot use
Let me explain myself so that you understand my question. You gave Mr. Matlala this list, right? This is confirmation from you, from your area, that these people did not arrive. You say you get the code for him, or you say to him, I'll get you the code for the non-arrival fee. So now he's got the information that he needs. He's got a list of people that you have accepted didn't appear. He will submit that, this list and the code. He gets paid on that basis. the alternative to this, if you did not give him this list, he would have had to follow the normal contract process. If you hadn't given him this list, he would follow the process of preparing his own list, submitting it to finance with whatever documents the contract says he must submit, right? And the finance people would then require whatever documents you've told us. There will be doctors signing this and that must accompany his claim for payment. That's a longer process, and that's what you said earlier. That process is long. And so his payment would have been delayed. What I'm proposing to you, or what I'm suggesting to you, is when you gave him this list, you were actually helping him to get payment sooner than the normal process that is prescribed by the contract and SAP's internal processes would have taken for him to get payment. That's what you did with this. You were helping him.
No, Commissioner, it's not like that. I don't even know how to explain it further. Let me take just a low number. If we arrange medical for 20 people, then 10 people arrive for the medical surveillance, and the other 10 doesn't arrive for the appointment. Now this other 10 will be charged for the non-arrival because the doctors were there. Now, the other 10, when they do their medicals, because they were there for the appointment, now they must be sent to the pathologist. Sending them to the pathologist for the blood test and for the whatever, when it comes back with the result. Now the org health must complete a COF. I'm not talking about the 10 that did not arrive. Then we'll complete the medical report, include it in their file, and compile what we call a COF. Then they can submit the COF, and the COF, once it has been received, the supply chain management will certify the payment because they receive the COF. But with the non-arrival, they can just take the list, their own list, not Macheng's list. They take their list. They must also, I don't know, they attach the authorization, then they submit to supply chain. It's not the same process.
Okay. Why did you not let him do that here with his